I love Hunger Games.
Were you aware that you were a huge fan favorite to play Cinna?
Really?
Yeah, there was like a huge, if you Google yourself in Hunger Games, you will come up in a lot of fan
I
art.
definitely identified with the character when I read the books.
Do you have a Team Peeta or Team Gale favorite?
I didn't know there were teams, but I guess they're doing that whole thing. I I don't know. I'm not sure.
We'll let you when you see the
I don't.
movie.
I'm trying to remember the book who I was kind of rooting for. I think that the thing that was really clever about the book was that it really, kind of much like Twilight, it really like divides the two. I mean, they're both good guys. They're both really good guys for different reasons. Well, I think Lenny Kravitz is going to be rad. So
It will be good.
yeah.
Have you given much thought to acting? Would you, if there was ever a role that came up that you felt like fit, would you do it?
Yeah, if someone wanted me to do it, yeah. I mean, I grew up doing a lot of theater, musical theater, and so I've been on stage and I've played characters. And like I said, I think much of my last album was me playing a character. So, yeah, I would do it. But I definitely think I like music so much. I mean, I think music is singing is kind of my gift, I think. So,
Just wanted to tell
but
you.
sure, why not?
Let's cast you.
I think what you're drawn to fashion-wise kind of has to do with where you are emotionally and what you're exploring in your life. And I think that there was a point when I can probably look back, 2 years ago in the middle of my first album, and it was also ridiculous. And I was doing that on purpose. Like, I was having so much fun being completely over the top, and that felt good. And that's what I wanted to express at the time. And I wanted to put feathers on and crazy things and be this kind of glam rock, glitter fantasy, Lisa Frank, unicorn thing. And I was kind of making a statement, and I was kind of like being extra bold on purpose. And I think I was proving a point. And I think I got a lot of that out of my system, and it was really fun. And now I think I'm just kind of a little bit more streamlined, just in general, in my life too. And so I'm kind of drawn more to clothes that are like just a bit more classic, with an edge and with like a twist, and something it's still weird and it's still special, but it's more like into like more geometric, darker. I don't know. But who knows? I might be wearing neon yellow tomorrow. I really don't know. It's coming from a very real place, and I think one of the things that's been really exciting about doing this as a career, as a job, being who I am, is that I'm able to give people strength and encouragement that feel like outsiders, especially being openly gay. But one of the things I haven't gotten to really do is kind of sing about how it sucks sometimes, and how it's hard, and how it hurts, and the pain and the struggle that the LGBT community goes through on so many different levels. And that's what the song's about. It's really a very honest reflection of the sadness. And it's not the sadness about being gay, it's the sadness about the adversity that we face. That's the difference. Because I don't find being gay sad at all. I'm very happy. And I think that's another ignorant kind of misconception, is that, it's a really hard life. And it's only hard because of the ignorant people.
External.
I think I know a lot of people in the community that are very happy and fulfilled and satisfied and healthy and safe and great people. So, first of all, the song "Trespassing" is the song, and I wrote it with Pharrell Williams, and it's basically like a really funky kind of dance rock anthem that basically says, "Look, I know I'm an outsider, and you're saying keep out, but I don't really give a crap, and I'm coming in, and I'm doing what I want when I want to do it, and that's how I got to live my life, and I'm proud of it." So it's empowering, and it gives strength, and I think that it's a good mission statement for the album, because it's saying, look, I know, even in a music industry kind of perspective, it's like, look, I know I'm not your typical pop star here, but I'm just going to do my thing. Hope you like it. And then, I think also it's kind of me trespassing into people's lives a little bit, and into the industry, and into your radio. I'm not your typical guy, so that's that. And then also, I hope that the listener feels like they're trespassing into my world as well. I think that I'm very open in this album. I've written the majority of the songs. I've executive produced the whole thing, and I feel like this is me, musically, on display. The good and the bad, the light and the dark. Better Than I Know Myself is really, it was a 20-hour shoot. and it's only me in the video, so it was a very long day. It was very emotionally draining because I gave a lot in that video, and I'm really proud of it. I think what it does is it sets up the whole idea of duality that the album explores, the light and the dark. I think I'm basically saying in the video that balance is very important, and you have to make peace and coexist with your better half, and that is essential in so many different ways. And the video is kind of interpreting the lyrics in a different way. It puts a twist on it, so hopefully people like it. That's all I can say, because it's not done yet.
Go back.
It's almost done, though. It's looking really good. I saw an update yesterday.
Let's talk briefly about some of the producers you worked with.
Yeah.
You mentioned Pharrell.
Yeah.
Niles.
Nile Rodgers didn't produce the song. He played an amazing guitar line on it.
Really?
He's a guest featured instrumentalist.
And who else contributed to producing?
Producing Pharrell, Benny Blanco, was great. Josh Abraham, Ollie Goldstein, Lester Mendez, Robert Marvin, Rune Westberg,
You got a huge group.
Dr. Luke. Yeah. You know what's interesting is a lot of those producers I have more than one cut on the album that they did. I think that was important to try to give the album kind of a cohesive sound. And there's just certain producers that I worked with where it just clicked. It just worked, and like everything worked. The vibe in the room when I was recording felt right. They understood where I was going sonically, like the style of the production. The references were right. The song was catchy. I think coming off of a show like Idol, it's like you want people to vote for you, so you're kind of on your best behavior, and you want to be liked, and it's kind of a big popularity contest. And then you come off the show, and it's like you're still kind of in that mindset. And all of a sudden, when you do something or have something happens that doesn't fit into that, it's jarring. With like the AMA performance, all of a sudden there was all these people like griping about me, and I was like, oops, okay, I guess that didn't, okay, you know what I mean? And it's a trial and error thing. It's a learning process. And I think what I say a lot in the album and many of the different songs is like, I'm not perfect, and I do not claim to be. And I have a lot of respect for the artists and people in the public eye that are always really perfect and look perfect and dress perfect and say the right thing always. But that is not me, and I don't think that's very real. And one of the things that I'm striving to do this time around is to keep it real, because that's who I am. I'm an honest person to a fault, and I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pull some BS and smoke, and I'm just going to be myself, like it or not.